Although nowadays this song is used for football edits and TikTok trends, back in the 60s, Be My Baby by the Ronettes redefined music as we know it. Released in 1963 and produced by the highly controversial and eccentric Phil Spector, Be My Baby has become a pop culture classic. But many of the people that enjoy the song probably don't know that this is one of the most influential songs ever released, to the point where it wouldn't be crazy to say that these albums probably wouldn't exist without it. With this song, Phil Spector introduced his famous and also infamous wall of sound technique that became the foundation of the most important pop album ever made, the Beach Boys' 1966 Pet Sounds. The technique consists in filling the instrumentation with layers and layers of instrumentation to the point where you can barely hear any space between the vocals and the backing track. Of course, that's a massive oversimplification of the technique. Phil in particular spent hours in the studio on a single guitar chord or drum kick to make sure it sounded exactly like he needed to the point where musicians began to hate working with him. There was lots of overdubbing involved too, with some instruments doubling or tripling the parts to create a larger sound without the need of distortion. There's also usually an insane lineup of instruments that include an orchestra, 2 different types of piano, and multiple different types of percussion, all for one single record. This created a sound that completely changed the way pop music was made, because even though the song didn't make it to number 1, since its release it's been played millions of times and to this day collects hundreds of thousands of monthly streams. It's a bit unfortunate that Ronnie's terrible relationship with Phil plagued the legacy of the song, but it definitely doesn't take away from the fact that this is one of the most influential songs ever made, and it just so happens to be incredibly enjoyable too.